evening, everyone. My name is Ashley Burnett, and I am one of the instructional technology specialists for the DeKalb County School District. I would like to welcome you all this evening to our Tech Cafe that will cover virtual learning resources. Let's take a look at our session etiquette. To maximize this webinar, it is best to log in using a laptop or a computer. Make sure your microphone is muted and remains on mute for the entire webinar. If you have questions, please type them into the Q&A section. The chat is being monitored by members of Title I Parent Center facilitators, educational media, and instructional technology. Questions are being recorded. Some answers will be provided in the Q&A. Webinar outcomes. During this session, participants will access state and district digital resources, locate materials aligned with state standards and district curriculum, search by content area, filter by lexile or reading level, and apply feature tools to support learners, including Immersive Reader. Identify safe and dynamic websites and apps that make learning fun. Discover DCSD digital resources designed to enhance family engagement. Parent and Family Engagement Team. We provide supports to families in schools who need assistance assessing school and district resources, addressing concerns, and building skills to be strong partners in their students' education. We are dedicated to developing educated, engaged, and empowered parents and staff who are partners in creating great schools in every region. Family engagement resources and supports are available through the Department of Parent and Family Engagement and the Title I Office of Federal Programs Regional Parent Centers. And here are our Title I parent facilitators. Here are our parent and family engagement team members. Here are our instructional technology team members. And here are our educational media and instructional materials department members. At this time, I'm getting ready to turn it over to Ms. Pamela Taylor.
Pam, you're on mute.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Ms. Taylor, you're still on mute.
Good evening. Educational Media is excited to share how leveraging digital resources to support learning is impactful for all learners at all levels. Remember, if you have any questions, please post them in the Q&A area and a member of Educational Media or Instructional Materials will answer your question. Educational Media is one of the departments within the Division of Curriculum and Instruction. Stacy Stepney, Chief Academic Officer, and Dr. Lanisera Barnes-Bodison, Executive Director, oversee and manage the departments within curriculum and instruction. The essence of who we are as educators and what we do is to ensure student success, leading to higher education, career, and lifelong learning. We are committed to our scholars. The outcomes of today's session are directly aligned to the district's strategic goals, particularly Goal Area 1. The focus of Goal Area 1 is student success with equity and access for all to improve student mastery of learning standards. By the end of this presentation, you will be able to access state and district digital resources, locate materials aligned with state standards and our district's curriculum, search within these digital resources to locate materials by content area, Lexile, reading level, and grade level, as well as apply features like Immersive Reader to support our learners. If you have searched online for resources that would support your child's learning, the search results probably revealed millions of resources. How do you know if these resources are appropriate and will deepen your child's learning? DeKalb County School District subscribes to vetted and reliable resources which are housed in one place. Clever Launchpad. Launchpad ensures equitable access of resources that will remediate, enrich, and expand students' learning. We will spotlight 7 digital resources that can be accessed through applications in Launchpad. We will start with Follett Destiny Library Catalog. Follett Destiny Library Catalog is available online, anytime and anywhere. Look for the orange Launchpad rocket on the homepage of the district's website and the district's app. Students and teachers have the Launchpad icon on the desktop screen of the district devices. After clicking the orange rocket, find the Research and Information Tools section in Launchpad and then click Destiny Catalog. Destiny offers open access to the school and DeKalb professional libraries, library collection, including print and digital resources. The school's teacher librarian chooses the interface as you see on the screen, which could be classic or discover based on the student's needs or the request from the school. We are excited, especially excited to announce that recently students and teachers are automatically logged into Destiny when accessing via Launchpad. However, if you wish, or if the students wish to access directly using the district's Destiny catalog, they can enter the URL and enter the username, which for our employees is E plus the employee number, and for our students, it is S plus the student's number. Everyone's password is the same. The password is My Destiny. You may search for materials various ways by title, subject, author, reading level, award winners. There are just a variety of ways to search for materials. Please contact your school's teacher librarian for more information. Next is Georgia Library Learning Online, also known as Galileo. Access to Galileo is available via Launchpad or through Galileo's website. All Georgia educational institutions, including the public libraries, have access to Galileo using a unique password. While at school, teachers and students do not need a password to access Galileo. However, at home, a password is required. The current password for our district is WANT, W-A-N-T, which will expire on January 8th, 2022. Galileo is customized for all learners, and you can select elementary, middle, high, or educator view. And the resources that are included are magazines, ebooks, newspapers, encyclopedias, videos, and other databases that will enrich your child's learning. Within Galileo, there are two resources that I would like to spotlight this evening. And I'll start with Britannica School, and we'll play a short overview video for it.
Use Britannica School to support the individual needs of your students while providing them with rich, valuable content. Start at the home page by conducting a search. Search from the elementary, middle, or high school level. Select your article from the search results. In each article, you'll find the selection of reading and research support tools. Easily adjust the reading level to meet the needs of individual students by displaying varying levels of text complexity. Double-click on any word to find the definition, pronunciation, and Spanish translation of that word. Have articles read aloud, increase the size of the text, or translate any article into over 80 languages using Google Translate. In the elementary level, you'll find these tools in the toolbar with the Read Aloud button found in the article. In the middle and high school level, you'll find all these tools at the top of the article. Discover trusted, relevant content with a number of built-in differentiation tools with Britannica School. Check it out today.
Each level of Britannica School caters to the learner, and this is a sample of the elementary school's homepage. It is aligned with Georgia standards and DCSD curriculum. It includes a range of instructional activities that can be facilitated by the teacher or the parent. It offers leveled reading, language translation, text-to-speech, which is the read aloud feature, and vibrant colors and images to engage the students. The middle school view of Britannica School offers an interface with expanded vocabulary. Again, it has vibrant images and articles of interest to middle schoolers. Just like the elementary view, Britannica School is aligned to Georgia standards and the district's curriculum and offers credible textual evidence with citations. And if you're unfamiliar with citation, a citation is what your child will document to identify the author and the publishing information for any book, video, website, music, image, or article that they use to complete their assignments. As students are using this information, whether it is print or digital, for their assignments or research projects, it is their ethical responsibility to give credit to the owners of the work that they are reading, reviewing, or paraphrasing to complete their assignments. Here is the high school view of Britannica School. All content, again, is aligned to Georgia standards and DCSD curriculum. Remember, Britannica School offers language translation and text-to-speech, our read aloud feature, to support all learners at all levels. These features are especially helpful for our English language learners, students with disability, and our students that struggle with reading. The other Galileo digital resource that I would like to spotlight this evening is SIRS Discoverer. This database is similar to Britannica School, as both are aligned to Georgia standards, DCSD curriculum, and they both offer credible and reliable textual evidence. However, there are a few distinct differences between Britannica School and SIRS Discoverer. And one I'm most excited about is that SIRS Discoverer offers 500 plus full text ebooks. That means that a teacher can assign the same book to the entire class, or the teacher can assign it to a small group of students, and all the students will have equitable access to the same material. The ebook topics range from animals to biographies to health and human body, even to our sports and classic fiction. There's something for every reader. Additionally, SIRS Discoverer offers a research topic section, and within that section, there is controversial issues that of high interest to our students. In this example, you see that the essential question is at the top of the screen, and the essential question is, do violent video games adversely affect children's behavior? And underneath the essential question are two viewpoints. Viewpoint one is, yes, there are detrimental effects when watching violent video games. And viewpoint two is, no, there are no effects from watching violent video games. Each viewpoint also include resources that would support an argument for that particular viewpoint. And students are able to answer critical thinking and visual literacy questions that will deepen their learning. And now, Janie Cossett, one of EdMedia's other coordinators, will share additional digital resources that are located in Launchpad.
Thank you, Pam. And good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am going to continue our review of the resources by sharing number 5, World Book Online. Now, I'm not sure how many of you remember door-to-door encyclopedia salesmen. I might be dating myself with that a little bit, but they have transitioned into an online tool. And this is a wonderful resource for all ages, all content areas, all reading levels, and it has support for multiple languages. I'm going to give you just a minute to jot down the username and password that will allow you to access this resource. The username is decablib, DEKALBLIB, and the password is library, LIBRARY. Tonight, we are going to focus on 3 of the many databases that are included, because there are tools for every learner. The first one we will share is early learning. The second one is Encyclopedia Estudiantil Alesgos. I'm trying, I'm not a native Spanish speaker. And then finally, we will look at timelines. So what you are viewing now is the landing page for the early learning database. And as you can see by the different colored sections, there are videos, stories, and activities or games. And these are very interactive and engaging for our youngest scholars. There is visual and real life content. The guided reading activities go across many different Lexile levels, which is another a term for reading levels. There is a text-to-speech feature that reinforces language development. It offers articles that are very interesting to our early learners, and it also integrates Google Translate. Here is a screenshot of the Spanish database. We actually have two. This one is specific to elementary school students, and there is another one that is for middle and high school students. Again, there are high interest articles that are great for research projects. There is a visual dictionary, and there is parallel English language content along with the Spanish. Definitely a great resource for reinforcing language acquisition, and it also features Google Translate as a way to make it more accessible for more of our families. And here is a screenshot of timelines. This is, again, a very visual tool that allows students to spotlight important dates, to add facts and important information, to insert images, and insert videos or links. This is an excellent way for students to show what they know, what they have learned, and it is applicable to many different subjects, content areas across the curriculum. So, digital resource number 6 is one that I am personally very excited about, the Immersive Reader Tool. This is actually the product of Microsoft hosting a hackathon for its employees. Microsoft employees around the world got together to create something that would solve a problem. And from that hackathon that was held in August of 2015, in January of 2016, Microsoft presented a tool that we now know as the Immersive Reader Tool, and I'm excited to share it with you. We will start by watching a demonstration video.
I'll be demoing the Immersive Reader, which is built-in and free and part of many Office apps. I'm going to launch Word for Web right here. Now I'm in the free version of Word, and I'm going to go to the View menu, and I'm going to click Immersive Reader. Now I'm in the Immersive Reader, and what we did was we took the latest science and research around reading, and we focused inclusively to help solve all sorts of challenges around reading. So first off, let's make this full screen. In the upper right, I'll click here. Now at the bottom, you're going to see a play button, and when I click play, you're going to see text-to-speech.
The study of Earth's landforms is called physical geography.
Now that's a high-grade neural text-to-speech voice, and also text-to-speech is now built into Word along with word and line highlighting, which is a proven technique for some people to help with focus and comprehension. I can click voice settings at the bottom and make it faster or slower voice, and I can choose male or female voice. I can also change the way the page looks. So when I click on the AA in the upper right, I've got some options. So we know for some people who experience visual crowding, if I click increase spacing, this can reduce visual crowding for some people. I can change the background colors of the themes. So many people don't like to read with a white or a black background. I've got many options to choose from, and these are tuned for accessibility. So I can choose a color theme that works for me. I chose Comic Sans. This is designed for younger readers. Many students prefer the way the A and the G are written, and that's how younger children are taught to write. I can make the text size much bigger if I scroll up here. So think about short line mode, or think about English language learners. Or think about students with vision impairments. It's really easy to customize the way that the page looks. Now, next up, I'm going to click on grammar options. And we know there's a very common technique breaking words into syllables, and I'll clap my hands like this. Syllables. Many students are taught that way. Some students with dyslexia will prefer syllable breakdowns. So by clicking syllables, I can break the words into syllables with a single click. I can highlight the nouns on the page with a single click, or the verbs. I can highlight the adjectives or even the adverbs. And I can customize the colors very easily. Maybe I want the verbs to be red, and maybe I want to turn a couple of these off, and maybe I want to show labels, which puts a visual distinguishing mark in case I have challenges with colors. So you can see it's very personalizable and it's easy for me to do. Next up, I'm going to make the background color blue, and I'm going to go to reading preferences and choose line focus. Now let's think about students with ADHD, or maybe students with cerebral palsy, students with dyslexia. This is like a reading ruler, like an overlay. And see how I can scroll up and down with these arrows? I can read it out loud.
Glaciers or rivers. Landforms are sometimes called physical features.
So it's really easy to customize. And I can choose 1 line or 3 lines or 5 lines. It's really easy to customize in a way that works best for me. I can click on a word and get a picture. So we call this picture dictionary.
Earths. Earths.
Click on mountains.
Mountains.
Or valleys.
Valleys.
I can also translate, and this is really powerful. We can translate in over 67 languages here. And so I've chosen Spanish, and I'm going to turn on by word, and now I'm going to click on Earth.
Earths.
English.
Tierra.
Spanish. English.
Mountains. Montañas.
But I can also translate the entire document. So I'm going to click on Document, and now let's read that out loud.
El estudio de las formas terrestres de la Tierra se llama geografía.
And if that's too fast, I can slow it down a little bit.
Física. Las formas de tierra pueden.
And I can go back to the original or Spanish, and you can see it still highlights the parts of speech, the nouns, the verbs, and the adjectives in Spanish. So all of these capabilities are built right into the Immersive Reader, which is free and part of Word. It's also in Teams, OneNote, Flipgrid, Minecraft, Forms, Whiteboard, and Office Lens.
Whew. That was a very fast demonstration, but I hope that each of you understands that that is a tool that can help our students break down text into chunks and provides a lot of support to help them comprehend what they are reading, and their auditory cues, there are visual cues, very exciting stuff. So now I would like to look at all of the icons and features and break them down again, a little bit slower this time. So this is the official Immersive Reader icon. And whenever you see this icon, then whatever tool you are in is supported by Immersive Reader tool. And when you click that icon, you will have the menus that were just demonstrated in the video. Now, there is also an unofficial Immersive Reader icon for Chrome extension that we're going to talk about in a little bit. That is something that you can add to your Chrome browser and use on any web page. That is mind-blowing. It helps make anything that can be found on the internet accessible. And the only reason that it's unofficial is that it was not created by Microsoft. It was created by someone who is a friend of Microsoft. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So the 2 A's are the symbol for the text preferences menu. And to remind you, that is where you can make the text larger or smaller. You can increase spacing in case you need more white space on the page to allow you to focus on a particular line of text. It gives you 3 different options for the font. and it provides you with many different colors for backgrounds and choice. The next menu is, the icon is a series of 4 lines with almost like a little magic wand. That's the grammar options menu. And it allows you to break each of the words down into its syllables, no matter what language is selected, and also to identify each of the words by the part of speech. And the final menu within Immersive Reader looks like an open book, and those are the reading preferences menu. It allows you to toggle on the line focus, whether that's where it's highlighted, either 1, 3, or 5 lines. You can also turn on the picture dictionary, where if you click on a word, it gives you a picture and pronounces the word. You can choose a language. I believe he said there were 60-something languages, and then you can translate by word or by the entire document. So there are many EdTech tools that already have Immersive Reader embedded, which means it's there. You just have to click the icon to open up these features. We are a Microsoft district, and so all of Office 365, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, Outlook, Teams, and Forms, all of those can be accessed with Immersive Reader. And then there is a list of the others that are available. And we are going to watch a few of those in action.
I'll be showing how the Microsoft Immersive Reader is now available everywhere. Now, just as a reminder, you can integrate the Immersive Reader into any EdTech app or site really easily. So if you have a favorite EdTech app or site, send them to this link here and they can integrate the Immersive Reader really easily. Now I'm going to show some demos of where it already is. First up, I'm in one of my favorite apps, Wakelet, and I'm going to open a Wakelet collection right here. Now you can see the Immersive Reader hovers right here over this text, and if I click it, I get the full Immersive Reader. I can read out loud.
A Wakelet to house all of the tools.
And I can do all of the same things that I do in the standard Immersive Reader: syllables, background, parts of speech, translation, and everything. So that is the Immersive Reader on Wakelet. The other great app is Buncee. So I'm here in Buncee, and I've got a Buncee, and you can see they've added the Immersive Reader on hover. So when I click it, again, I get the full Immersive Reader. If I want to translate this Buncee into another language, we have 67 languages. I'll choose Spanish. Let's do read aloud.
Las crecientes preocupaciones del...
So that is a full Immersive Reader on Buncee. Another great app and site is Wonderopolis, great nonprofit partner of ours. And you have many articles in Wonderopolis. Here's an example of what is a Fisher cat. And there's a listen button right here. And when I click that, I get the full Immersive Reader with all those same capabilities. A recent update is Pear Deck. So Pear Deck is great for student engagement. And this is a Pear Deck that was converted. And here is a slide example. And as a student in Pear Deck mode, I've enabled this. And for Pear Deck, you have to turn on this on the settings as a teacher. But lower right, there's an Immersive Reader button. When I click that, I get the full Pear Deck, and I can do all those same things that we talked about before right on that text in Pear Deck. Some other popular apps, Canvas has Immersive Reader integrated into their pages. So I'm launching this from Canvas. Now I'm going to go into Nearpod. Nearpod's an engagement app that has also integrated the Immersive Reader, you can see. And then ThingLink. ThingLink has the Immersive Reader as well. You can see it clicked on right there, the full experience. So just a reminder, if you have a favorite EdTech app or publisher or any sort of integration you'd like with the Immersive Reader, send them to this link here and this site, and they can go integrate really easily.
Okay, so this page shows you the Chrome extension that you can add to the Chrome browser so that you can use the Immersive Reader tool on any website. I've included the link, but I also pasted in a QR code. So if you wanted to use your phone to open up the camera app and point it at the QR code, that the square that's black and white, it will open up in your browser, and then you hopefully, well, I guess that at least it will take you to the Chrome extension, so that if you aren't using Chrome on your phone, you can maybe download Chrome browser and then use this plugin for the extension. And even though it's unofficial, it's perfectly safe, because it was created by the founder of Pear Deck, who is actually a friend of Mike Folfson that we just saw from Microsoft. So that is Immersive Reader Tool. And now another exciting resource, number 7, brought to us by our partner at DeKalb County Public Library. The important words here are help and now, because this is a live tutoring resource. That's right, live tutoring. So here we are at the DeKalb Public Library website, dekalblibrary.org, and here on the e-library menu item, you will see Help Now from BrainFuse, and it offers online tutoring and study assistance for all ages. Remember that all DeKalb County students are eligible for a DeKalb County Public Library card. Here's an example of the BrainFuse Help Now landing page. Notice that it has several different languages. And right here is the live tutoring link, and it will take you to the page that says Live Help, and you would select a grade, you would select a subject. You can even tick the box and have a tutor who speaks Spanish. Then you would click Get Live Help. I want to bring your attention to the fact that the big line across the top says tutors are available every day from 2 o'clock p.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So again, right there, you select a grade and a subject and click the Get Live Help button. Now, what subjects are covered? Well, this is from their frequently asked questions. All of these subjects have tutors available. Again, this is brought to us from dekalblibrary.org. So let's review. That little orange rocket is very important because it is your central location to go to for most, not all, but most of these resources. And to access Launchpad, you're going to go to the DeKalb County Schools website, dekalbschoolsga.org. You're going to scroll down to the bottom of the website and you'll click the orange rocket, Launchpad, launch the rocket. And once you click on that orange rocket, you're going to click on the Active Directory login. If you're already on a device that is logged in with the DeKalb County credentials, it will take you straight there. But if not, then your Active Directory login is the student's ID and the password that they would use to log into a device. And if you're unable to log in, please submit a help desk ticket so that we can clear up any problems and make sure that you have access. The research and information tools section is where the resources we shared today will be. And let's review what those are. We discussed Follett Destiny Library Catalog. We talked about Galileo, Georgia Library Learning Online, which is provided by the state of Georgia. Remember, the password is WANT, W-A-N-T, at least until January. And the two resources within Galileo that we specifically highlighted were Britannica and SIRS Discoverer. We also talked about World Book Encyclopedia and its many, many databases. And then we had two more. Immersive Reader, which makes any text accessible, And of course, our live tutoring option from Brain Fuse's Help Now, which is provided by the DeKalb County Public Library. And breaking news flash, our friends in information technology, our very own Terry Webb, recently added this link to Launchpad. So it is actually now within the orange rocket under research and information tools. And the only one that you would have to access separately is the Chrome extension, because Immersive Reader Tool is already embedded into our Microsoft products. Thank you so very much for being here. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact us. And now I would like to turn it over to our partner from Family Engagement. I'm not sure that's correct. Parent and Community Engagement, Mr. Richard Stevens. Richard?
Good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing well today. Those were some very informative and very vital apps and websites that we learned about as far as learning resources. Now we're going to talk about some other digital resources that are available for our parents and families. And these come to you through our partners and websites and organizations that we at the Department of Family and Community Empowerment, these are our partners that we think that every parent should know about. Now, when it comes to these websites, we talked a little bit last week or last session about websites and apps that aren't very safe, and that some things they have things about them that parents need to be aware of. You know, who's on the other end, who's monitoring the conversations, and who has access to those websites. Well, these are safe and dynamic websites that we have for our families. I just want to highlight a few of them. The first is PBS Kids. The PBS Kids website is phenomenal. It has everything that you can imagine for all grade levels: elementary school, middle school, high school, and specifically, I want you to check out the PBS Kids games. These are learning games that you can do with your children. Your children can do on their own. They're 100% safe. You don't have to worry about who's on the other end communicating with your children. These are 100% safe, these games. Also want to highlight App Inventor. So the App Inventor game or website is very interesting because it allows students to learn how to create Android apps and even learn how to code. Just want to highlight, we'll go on to the next page. Want to highlight on this page, Money as You Grow. Money as You Grow. Now, you see there's two links. It used to be at this own website, moneyasYouGrow.org. However, now you access it from consumerfinance.gov. Now, temporarily right now, you can go to the old website and it'll redirect you. But if you want to, you can go directly to consumerfinance.gov. It's a good way for children of all ages to learn about money, learn about investing, learn about how to spend money wisely, how to save money. NASA Kids Club, this is for all our junior astronauts and one who's been keeping up with the news and seeing all the celebrities going to outer space. I'm sure your kids have questions about space. Let's get on the app together, get on the website together, and learn together. National Geographic Kids, this is just like the National Geographic Wildlife Discovery Channel type of channels that we watch at home. Now your children can go to the website and learn at their own pace. Here, I want to highlight SciGirl. All right, the SciGirl is very, very interesting as we talk about all the advancements we're making in STEM, but this is specifically for our girls. So we want to encourage our young girls to go into STEM related fields, into STEM activities. And so the tagline for this is a great site for girls interested in science and parents raising STEM-sational girls. So if you're interested, or if your kids are interested in learning about STEM activities, they look at, movies such as just escaped me. Uh, the movie about going to space, NASA. If we look at those movies and we look at how women have advanced in the field of STEM technology, we want to encourage Hidden Figures. That's what it is. We want to encourage our young girls to pursue their dreams, and so this is a great website for them to get involved in. Time for Kids. Time for Kids is a good website as well. I like this website because there's two avenues to actually interact with the website. So you can enter the site as an adult. So you'll click on grown-ups, you enter the site as adult, and therefore you can download materials, learning materials, educational materials for your children to do outside of the website. Or your child can enter the website. They'll click on kids, enter the website, and now they can learn at their own pace, read articles that are specifically suited for children. And then Volunteer Match. This is a safe and secure site where teens can find volunteer opportunities. So if you have teenagers that are looking for community service hours, looking for volunteer experiences, this is a safe way for them to find volunteer experiences that they're interested in and meet up with those peers and with those mentors that are over the volunteer experience. Now we get to our apps. Brain Pop Featured Movie. This is a great app for our children. It's available on all mobile devices, iPhone, iPads, and Android devices, and it features animated movies that discuss things that anything of interest that your kid can think of. I'm talking about, they discuss everything from weather, geography, to news, current events, and Duolingo. Duolingo is for middle school and high school, and it is a great tool, not just for middle school and high school. I've been using it myself, learning Spanish very slowly, but it's a great tool if you dedicate it to it, and you can learn different languages. All right, we now have iTunes U. iTunes U is a good online encyclopedia, brings things to life for those of you that have Apple products. Look at the next two, Marble Math Lite and Monster Physics Lite. All right, it says Lite. That means that those are free apps. So there are paid versions of these apps. If you're looking for the free one, you want to make sure that it says Lite. But these are good tools to engage your children in some of what many of us find to be more difficult subjects, such as physics or math. But this finds a very nice way to engage our children and to make the learning experience fun and interactive. NASA app. The NASA app is just like the website Newsomatic. Newsomatic is fun. Newsomatic, some of these stories they read aloud. We just talked about immersive reader. Well, this is like immersive reader for newspapers and news articles. So your children are learning about current events, and a lot of the articles that you may read in Time or you may read at the AJC, well, now your children can read them. Sometimes some of the articles read the story for them, but depending on the grade level, but they're able to read at their own pace and at their own level. And then SAT Word Slam, of course, we're getting our SAT vocabulary up. We're learning about different things as far as how to express ourselves. Kids are walking around high school as, walking thesaurus, because it's that time of year. Everyone wants to make sure that they do well on the SATs for these college applications. Well, SAT Word Slam is an interactive way for your children to learn new words and expand their vocabulary. And finally, these are our last two apps. Sushi Monster. Sushi Monster is probably the ultimate math app. I mean, it makes math learning extremely fun for all ages, but specifically for those lower grade levels. If you're learning multiplication, I suggest Sushi Monster. And WWF together, no, we're not talking about, the old wrestling league. No, we're talking about WWF as in the World Wildlife Fund for Nature. And this WWF Together app is very interesting because it allows our children to learn about different animals, their geography, their habitat, but also their environment in ways that they can help conserve our environment and can counter climate change. Next, we have the DCSD digital resources for our families. And as you see, the very first thing we have is our website. So at the Department of Family and Community Empowerment, our website is www.decabschoolsga.org/parent-family-engagement. And that is our official website. You can go there. We have tons of resources, even articles that our team has written for our family. And I want you to also pay attention to the tab that says Community Resources. I have a link down here where you can access our Community Resources page. And these are some things that we have for our families as far as wraparound services. Naviance. Naviance is the digital tool for our high schoolers and parents of high schoolers. Everyone thinks that you have to start preparing for post-secondary studies and post-secondary education in the 11th or 12th grade. No, we want you to start at 9th grade. As soon as you get into high school, we want you to start thinking about what's next. What happens after I graduate? What is the vision for the DCSD graduate? Well, to help you realize the vision that our district has for you, which could be military, workforce, community college, or a four-year college, we want you to access that path through Naviance. Then, of course, you can watch us on DeKalb Schools GA/communication/DSTV or channel 24 if you have Comcast, and you can watch our board meetings and some of our town halls and engagement activities. And you can find us on social media. These are the official district Facebook page and Instagram and social media pages, but also our department's social media page where you can find a lot of resources for parents. We put posts up almost every day or multiple times a day where we talk to you about things that are going on in DeKalb County you need to be aware about, but also parenting tips and resources for our parents. Now, this month, November, is our National Family Engagement Month. And in celebration of Family Engagement Month, we're having our Family Engagement Conference, our Family Empowerment Conference. Now, you may have access to tonight's workshop from our calendar of events through our Family Engagement Month activities schedule. But in case you didn't and you're not aware of what's going on in the district for Family Engagement Month, I want you to click on the QR codes, use your camera device to access through the QR codes, or go to this website, this link, and we'll see if we can put this in the chat later, https bit.ly, and it's 3W01YXK. And I want you guys to go there and access our family engagement schedule, family engagement activities, and register for some of our upcoming workshops. We have a Family Matters game night coming up. We have a Parents Night Out coming up, and we have our Fall Festival. So to culmination of our month-long activities, our celebration, we're going to end with our fall festival. And this is going to be on Saturday, November 20th. And it's from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Wade Walker Family YMCA. Just going to be plenty of activities out there for the family. We have a lot of space, so we'll be social distance, but we're going to have some fun. And you can also catch our new mobile learning hub. So this is you've seen it. It looks like a school bus, but not quite. It is not quite a school bus. Don't ever let my manager, Marcia Coward, hear you call it a school bus, because it is not a school bus. It is a learning hub. We do much more than just school on there. We have resources. We have interactive activities. We have engagement, empowerment, and we have fun for the whole family. So we will be there. Our mobile learning hub will be there, and hopefully you'll be there too. Thank you.
Thank you to our lovely presenters for giving us such lovely resources to use to support our students with learning. At this time, I would like to remind you that all resources for this session can be found at the Virtual Learning Support for Students. Thank you all for joining us this evening.